we'll start our practice with mindfulness practice so that we will have deeper awareness, heightened awareness, and also develop concentration to understand the profound subjects. So to practice the mindfulness, firstly, we have to assume the proper posture. Proper posture. Sit comfortably. Scan your whole body. Don't close your eyes immediately. Keep your eyes open and scan your whole body. Scan your feet, your lower legs, the knees, thighs, buttocks, lower back, the whole back, shoulders, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrist joints, palms, fingers, both hands, your belly, your chest muscles, your neck, chin, lips, cheeks, nostrils, the entire nose, eyes, eyebrows, ears, forehead, crown, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Relax your whole body. Your spine is straight, head in upright, and fix your eyes. Try to keep your eyes without blinking. Relaxed. No strain. This is Trataka practice. Eyes without blinking. If your eyes blink naturally, don't force your eyes. But try to keep opened and also apply the mind to the eyes, to gaze. Try to be advanced practitioner by being intensive, by being deep into practice. Makes you advanced practitioner. While you are gazing, developing concentration, let your body breathe smoothly. Let your lungs and heart feel. No pressure, no suffocation, just smooth. Continue in this amazing practice called Trataka, which amazingly develops the concentration. To move on to the next state, we have to transit from the first step to the next step. It's called Utthana Kushalta. Constantly progressing, developing. Utthana Kushalta. Fifth is called Aramman Kushalta. Fifth is, before Aramman comes Kallit Kushalta. Kallit Kushalta is Santulit. Santulan means balance. While you are moving from the one state to next state, just visualize that you are taking stair, and you are stepping up, and there are no side supports, and you are stepping up on the mountain, one state and next state. You have to be very mindful while establishing every step on the next step. This is called with balance. Balance is called Kallit Kushalta. Is the fifth practice. First, Samadhi Kushalta. Second, Samapatti Kushalta. Third, Titi Kushalta. Fourth, Utthana Kushalta. Fifth, Kallit Kushalta. Sixth, Aramman Kushalta. Kushalta means skill, perfection. Aramman is the sixth practice of Samadhi, which you train yourself in the guidance of a master with open heart and head, with faith, trust, reverence, your master and practice the system It's very scientific. Sixth practice you're training in is Aramman Kushalta. Aramman is Alamban, means the objects of meditation or samadhi. There are 40 different types of objects you can focus on. You can observe 40 different types of Aramman, Alambanam. This is sixth. You have to choose what works best for you. One of the 40. But sometimes you're confused. You're ignorant, so you don't know what is best for you. So the coach, the expert, the guru knows what is best for you and advises you that you should focus on that. It is given by the guru. It's called Aramman. Then you practice for a longer period of time. Not for a week, not only for a month or a year, maybe for years. Constantly practice. Like a martial art. You just practice one movement, one move for a longer period of time. So also in Samadhi practices, Aramman. Now, your Aramman is the breath. This is called Sati, Anapanasati. You have to constantly focus on. Aramman Kushalta is the sixth. Next is Gochar Kushalta, is the seventh practice. And you remember every practice, you remember every step. Therefore, you need to practice mindfulness, memory, enhancement of learning, so that you don't forget what are the things I have to practice. If you forget, you lose. You have to know the roadmap, where to take left turn, where to take right turn, where there are 4 directions, 4 different paths. On the crossings, you should know for the navigation how to take this direction. And initially your coach is your guide. Slowly you train yourself, you become independent. So the seventh is, you just move on. And Gochar. Gochar means to move. Char. Char means Chareveti, Chareveti. Just move on, move on, move on, move on. Never look back. Because nature doesn't want you to look back. It's called Gochar. Just move on in your object of meditation. Right now, you're moving with me. When you practice yourself, there is no guide, there is no guided meditation. You just practice on the Kamatha and sadhana, whether Kundalini, whether chakra, whether prana, whether mantra, whether any object, which is called Aramman, is simply Gochar. Means expand, expand, expand. Try to absorb, try to digest, try to ingest. Try to process every information in you. Because I have limited time, so I have to tell you everything. Later on, you have to process this. When you are alone, when you are in solitude, when you have time, just sit, relax, dive deep, and move on. Recalling whatever you remember. Gochar Kushalta is the seventh practice of Samadhi. And the master says, Aggocha, Settocha, Muktocha, Pravarocha. Means that is the superior one amongst all the practitioners. Aggo means the advanced one. Srashtocha, superior one. Muktocha, liberated one. Uttamocha, the ultimate. Pravarocha, non-comparable. We have to be like this. What Master says, what Sutra says. By practicing these steps, by remembering these steps. Gochar Kushalta. Next is Abhinihar Kushalta. Is the 8th Samadhi practice. Abhinihar means looking towards the nirvana, looking towards the emptiness, looking towards Tathata, suchness, the ultimate reality is called Abhinihar. This is also a step in Bodhisattvahood. When you become Bodhisattva, then you move on, up to the 10th stage. Duram Gama. Duram Gama is the 7th stage in Bodhisattvahood. Means when you reach there, then you don't turn back. You don't turn back. Then the gravitational force of the ultimate reality pulls you towards that ultimate truth. This is what is called Abhinihar, which is the 8th stage in Samadhi and the 7th stage in Bodhisattvahood. To become the Buddha, the Supreme Enlightened One. Abhinihar. So train yourself just to think about Nirvana, just to think about the Supreme Enlightenment, which is Shunyata, emptiness, let go, egolessness, imagelessness, non-grasping, non-holding. That is called Abhinihar. Is the 8th Samadhi practice. Here you are observing, here you are knowing how Samadhi is essential, how Samadhi is the 6th factor of enlightenment. Without Samadhi, one cannot become enlightened one. So train yourself in Samadhi's minute practices. Abhinihar is the 8th one. And 9th. 9th is Sakach Kushalta. Sakach means Shraddha. Shraddha means faith, reverence, dedication, madness of your practice. You are madly in love with the practice. You love this practice more than orgasm, more than any intoxicant, more than any addiction. You are into this wine of Samadhi. There is immense joy, more than orgasm, more than liquor, more than any substance of intoxicant. Samadhi surpasses, defeats all these joys, lower joys, or dependent joys. This is called Sakach Kushal. When you taste that joy, you are so much dedicated, so much intensive. You forget food, you forget drink, you forget sleep, you forget what is next to do. You live completely in this moment, present moment, which is Satyam. And this present moment also, this Satya, truth also, is passing, never constant, never eternal. Sakach Kushalta is the 9th practice of Samadhi. These are the minute practices of Samadhi, the 6th factor of enlightenment, of Buddhahood. Now, the 10th practice, is called Satach Kushal. Sakach is dedication, sincerity, and the 10th is Satach. In Sanskrit, this is called Satat. Satat means constant. It doesn't mean that you practice today and you skip tomorrow. Saying, hey, today is too much cold. I'm tired today. I have so much works. Today, I did not sleep well. Today, no. Samadhi can give you more healing, more rejuvenation, more relaxation than sleep, than entertainment of movie, of just chatting, of any kind of entertainment. Samadhi is the ultimate entertainment, independent, which is there always inside, which you feel by practicing let go in mindfulness. 10th is Satach Kushalta of Samadhi. Aggocha, Sektocha, Muttocha, Uttamocha, Pravarocha. These are 5 attributes, qualifications, natures of advanced practitioners. Now the 11th, the last practice of Samadhi is called Sappai Kushal. Sappa means, in Sanskrit it's called Anukulta. Anukulta means suitability. What is suitable? Means you are perfect, you are skillful to select suitable place to meditate, suitable time to meditate, suitable diet for the meditation practice or for your spiritual practice, suitable company. You avoid bad company, you avoid bad friends, you avoid all the bad habits, and you adopt suitable things, people, diet, lifestyle, place, timing, everything. I remember the words of John Kabat-Zinn, who is very popular, of mindfulness, who runs stress clinic in Massachusetts in USA. He has mentioned in his book, The Catastrophe of Life, that when he had a newborn baby with his wife and he could not sleep well during the night because of the newborn baby, he used to wake up sometimes hours and hours during the night, but he still used to wake up in the morning, 4 a.m. to meditate. And in his busy schedules, he used to find a suitable place to meditate. He still practices meditation, mindfulness. Means you don't complain that I don't have time. You find the solutions. If this is not working, this time, this one. Just suitability. And you are continuous. Samadhi is the 6th factor of enlightenment, which you begin this journey with mindfulness of any kind, whether of body, whether of sensation, whether of mind, whether of mental factors. Now you are practicing one of the 7 practices of mindfulness of body, Anapanasati. When you practice pranayama, that is Anapanasati practice, a kind of, not completely. When you practice asana, that is a kind of practice of mindfulness of body, and practice of asana, practice of pranayama, practice of bandhas, practice of mudra, practice of mantra, practice of meditation itself leads you towards the enlightenment step by step. And you have to just ensure that which step I am in right now. What is the ultimate step? Where I have to go? I don't have to waste time. This precious life. Move on. And don't stop until you reach the ultimate state. The seventh factor of enlightenment, which is not enlightenment itself. Always remember, this is just the last factor which takes you into the realm, into the domain, to the world of enlightenment. That is called Upekha. Samadhi. After Samadhi comes Upeksha, means equanimity. Even if you reach the highest state of Samadhi, which is Sapai Kushal, Sapai Samadhi, Samadhi Mulak Samadhi, Sapai means the ninth stage, what Buddha calls Nirvana, Nirodh, Nibbida. They are different words, terms. Khaya, Viraga, Nirodha, Jaga, Patinisagga. They are the 5 different words for the same state. Khaya means complete annihilation. Viraga, complete renunciation. Nirodha, complete cessation. What Patanjali says, Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Nirodha. Jaga means complete sacrifice, complete giving up. Giving up of your own self-identity. It's called Jaga. Patinisagga means completely freedom, free from all the responsibilities. You are free from all the responsibilities. No bonds, no promises, no commitments to anything, to any philosophy also, to any practice also. Even you transcend all the sadhanas, all the practices. You give full stop to everything. That is called supreme enlightenment. And there you reach by practicing Upeksha. Upeksha in jhana, in shamat jhana, jhain, dhyana, comes at the third stage of dhyana. Upekha. Titiyacha viraga. Upekha satima. Upekha bhirati. Upeksha. And fourth stage, Upeksha means non-duality. Choicelessness. You don't choose. So long you choose, you create a new karma. Don't choose. If you choose, you are forcing the nature to create a new karma, to create a new story, to create a new beginning of concentric waves of becoming. No choose, no selection, no choice, just acceptance. Whatever nature offers to us, sometimes difficult, sometimes unacceptable, but with perseverance, with endurance, with equanimity, Upeksha, accept. Without complaint, without grievances, without violent reaction. We become so gentle. Even the death also loses its effect on you. Death-like suffering, death-like pain. That is called Upeksha. when you train yourself. The seventh element, which takes sometimes many lifetimes. Now, whether you have pain in your body, whether you have no pain, you are equal in both states. You don't choose to be perfectionist. People who are perfectionists, they are in duality. They are in error. They are in resistance. They are in the process of fighting with the nature. Everything is perfect. Nothing is perfect. That takes you in dualism. Non-dualism is you are perfect. Even you are sick physically, but you are perfectly healthy. Even you are sick mentally, you are perfectly okay. When you know that the stress also is okay, the frustration is also okay, the disease is also okay. When you are in okay, then you are in non-dualism, upeksha. That leads to the ultimate state. That is non-dualism. In other words, that is the enlightenment, that is the wisdom, prajna. Say to yourself every day in the morning, I'll begin my day with the practices of this simple reminder. I'll perfect myself in this non-dualism, this choicelessness, in this equanimity. Don't like rituals. All the rituals take you in the error. All the stereotype, all the clinginess, even to the meditation also, even to the joy of meditation also, obstructs your path. You have to be in that state all the time. Whether you are waking, sleeping, dreaming, in nothing, you are in that state. Just this reminder is enough. If you are in this state, you are in ultimate state of meditation, samadhi. The more you are perfect into this, the more supernatural powers will manifest through you. But even with supernatural powers, also you are indifferent. You are in upeksha, in equanimity. Don't create a new I, a new clinginess, a new self. You are just in the constant flux, the constant changes. Even you are away from this whole drama, whole game. Help you overcome all the darknesses, which is called ignorance, all the confusions, all the gloominess, all the non-clarities, which is called shadow of dualism. There is no shadow of non-dualism. There is shadow only in dualism. The dualism only creates darkness. Non-dualism is ultimate light like the sun. There is no darkness in the sun. The darkness or the shadow comes because of an object which comes in the field of sun. When there is no object, when you don't bring any object, even if any object comes and creates shadow, creates confusion, creates darkness, you just allow that to disappear because nothing is permanent. Only this truth, this light is eternal. It's light of eternal truth of that everything is impermanent, everything is constantly changing. When we live in this light, then we realize Sappavasam Chittam, luminous consciousness, luminous mind, which is our true nature. Well, the goal, purpose of the Adwait light and shadow word is to know what is light, what is shadow, how shadow is it, how it ends automatically without efforts, and light is always, shadow comes and goes. The light of truth, Amitabha, truth which is constantly changing. Excellent. Now we'll just remind ourselves through proclamation of the same thing, to the mantra Asatoma Sadgamaya, means from untruth to truth. Tamsoma Jyotirgamaya, from darkness, from shadow to the light. Mrityorma Mritangamaya, from death, from what you call mortality to immortality. Nothing is mortal, nothing is immortal. You go beyond these two dualities. In that way, you go from immortality to mortal, from death to deathlessness. Well, to this mantra we will remind ourselves, and every day, whenever you sit, you should end your session, your practice with these mantras. First is for yourself. Second is for all. It's practice of metta. Metta is good wishes. The same purpose, the same goal, same love, what you do for yourself. You wish the same for everyone. Same happiness, what you aim for, you wish the same for everyone. The same ultimate health, what you wish for you wish for others also. The same ultimate state, what you wish for you wish for all the other people, which are not others actually, which are just an extension of yourself. The more you think about others, you think about yourself. The more you think about yourself, you think about others. Well, and the second mantra is Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, and togetherly we will sing with love, with awareness, understanding the meaning of every word to create more effects. Excellent. Inhale. Asato ma sadgamaya tamso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amrutangamaya. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kashid dukh bhag bhave. Shanti. 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 Sat. Sat. soft. Bring your both palms together with reverence, with trust, with faith, with dedication. Bow down to your coach, your guru, and all the authentic gurus, into this science, into the founder of this science, all the founders in this chain. With gratitude, with clarity, open your mind, open your eyes. Good. Sir, I hope you practiced. How was that?
The initial part was okay till the third eye, and then when we classified the samadhis, but later on it was a little difficult for me to assimilate. But I went on listening with absolute sincerity. Some things I understood, and I think it will help me further. Mindfulness is something that I have to now cultivate, and I don't know whether I can master it or not, but at least I can fine tune and polish myself. That is what I learned.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your kind words, and I appreciate your honest feedback as always, because you are having background of science, you're a medical doctor, and you don't believe in faith or like that, unevidential stuff. And science is based on the truth, on the principles, on the logics. And I appreciate that what you experienced, what you did not experience, you acknowledge that honestly and clearly. Thank you so much for joining today again. Thank you so much. Yes, Lena, how was yours?
Yeah, Namaste Guruji. Happy New Year for everybody. The gazing for me was amazing. It's getting better with time, because I have some dry eyes. And when we started the process of going deep, at the beginning it was normal, and then slowly I was starting to feel numb. I couldn't feel my body at all. The last part was the important part for me. I don't know, maybe you saw that I was very hard breathing, because I think that for the past couple of days, my heart chakra, my solar plexus is a little bit under pressure. But at the last part of what you said today, it really showed that I'm having some pressure there, and I was feeling that somebody is pushing everything inside, and I was feeling a lot more of heaviness around here, and of course my hands. Those words of non-dualiness and everything else you've said, it's just like a trigger that always keep me remind myself that this is something that we have to believe in and just go with the flow, as we've been learning from you. And it really was pushing me a lot, and my breath was very heavy. But it was amazing. Honestly, I was very deep. I was into everything you've said, and I needed it really bad today.
Good. Thank you so much for your words. And this
Thank you, sir.
Good start of the new year, this practice. And morning shows the day. If your morning is good morning, then the day will be also good. Good day, good evening, good night, everything good. Yes, good. Thank you. Well, we have with us Sophie from our Rishikesh Center. Sophie has also joined, and she's also in this process of self-transformation and this process of Kundalini awakening, Sijnin level 2 there. Sophie, how was your experience today?
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. I think I navigated between absorption and dozing off. In and off, in and out, in and out. And I enjoyed the first part, which I don't practice much, I must say. So I enjoyed practicing it.
Good.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thanks for your words. Arpita, how was your practice? How was your experience today?
In and out it mine also because too much cold here. I was shaking. That's why. बहुत ठंड है.
So you're feeling sensation of cold in your body.
Yeah, too much. तो body कांप रही थी तो mind distract हो रहा था.
Yeah, that was drawing your mind. Yeah. It happens.
But Prataka was good. Then mindfulness, anapanasati. Then बहुत ही body cold हुई. धीरे-धीरे.
Yeah, you feel well. So when you feel cold also, that is called mindfulness of sensations, mindfulness of feeling of cold, mindfulness of feeling, this second mindfulness practice. Okay. And definitely the samadhi types would be the new thing for you, every one of you. And it will take time to understand, fathom. And yes. Okay. Dinesh, how was yours?
Namaste, Guruji. Yes, Guruji, I had good experience in this meditation. It's good meditation. I'm focused for my anapanasati, breathing pattern. So I feel my body. That's fine. It's enough. It's very good experience. This meditation. Thank you, Guruji.
Good. Yeah, just go on. Abhishek, how was yours? Just few words because you speak much. Yeah.
So Gurudev, started very better, but I had been facing low back pain from the past 1 week. I started getting cramp over there. So by the time at around 7:20, I got distracted due to the pain. So then I just come up stressed, and then I restarted. But it was good in the initial.
Good. Anything else?
For within few words, it was this only.
Thank you. Because Abhishek is representative and leader in the spreading of Nichiren Buddhism, right? In a district, in South Delhi district. And he needs to attend the meetings, and he has habit to speak a lot. So he doesn't stop in few words. So I had given this limitation that I speak few words. This is also an art to put your experiences in few words. Like Dr. Saab. Dr. Saab is very calculative in his words. Sometimes when you have enough time, then it's okay. So concisely, precisely. Good, but you tried, and there is no any superstition, there is no any unbelievable things, or that meditation is something like magical or that creates some magic. This is very scientific. If you practice, you feel. If you don't practice, you don't. And this is also very practical and scientific, that if you are open, if you are sincere, dedicated, you progress quickly. And if you are slow moving, slow motion, then you will reach slowly. So gear is in your hand, race is in your hand, steering is in your hand. You have to take yourself whatever direction. Okay, Harish, your words. You always speak few words. He's opposite to you. Abhishek is opposite to you, and you are opposite to him. Yeah. How's your experience, Harish?
बढ़िया था गुरुजी, बहुत अच्छा था, काफी शांत, कुछ था ही नहीं, मतलब क्या कहते हैं इसको, मतलब डिजॉल्व जैसा कहते हैं, बस उतना ही गया।
बहुत अच्छा। ये समाधि जो मैंने बताया है उसमें तुम अपने आप को ट्रेन करना, ठीक है? इसमें आगे बढ़ना है। ये मिलरेपा ने जो किया था ना,
एक देखा अभी यहाँ पे कुछ एक कोई और देख रहा है, समझ उसको, और यहाँ पे नीचे कोई और इसको सेंस कर, ऐसा कैसे?
कहाँ पर?
थर्ड आई में जो हम जो देखते हैं, आकाश दिखता है प्रकाश में, है ना, उसमें जो सेपरेट कोई और ऑब्जर्व कर रहा है, यार यहाँ पर नीचे जो और जो आकाश है उसमें जैसा कुछ सेपरेट कुछ और ऑब्जर्व देख रहा है ऐसा।
ये सब रिलेशन है, ये फिनोमेना है। Sorry, actually he's talking in Hindi. He's telling that he had experienced group and he realized that there are two things in him. One was observing or was experiencing. So they are actually experiences. When you go more deeper into that, then you see everything very clearly. You see yourself in two parts. One is observing, one is, the content which is being observed. So you are viewer. This is called drashta bhav, sakshi bhav. Sakshi means viewer. When you come into that viewer state, then you see the drama, you see the play, you see how things are automated. How things are automated. This is like you just ignite and it goes further. And by activation third eye, by activating third eye, by the activation of third eye, there are a lot of things you experience. There are some experiences which are unbelievable, but the histories are witness. A great yogi, Milarepa, was a Tibetan monk, Tibetan yogi, and Atisha, Marpa, then many yogis, Naropa, all these are Tibetan yogis who have practiced these things. And Buddha is the ultimate. There is no comparison of him. And also the Hindu yogis, different yogis from different backgrounds, they all create miracles or manifest miracles just by practicing samadhi, just by practicing concentration and non-dualism and nothingness, egolessness. And in highest reality, what we teach in Lankavatara Sutra, what Leena has already studied that with me, that is the ultimate, reality. There you see everything as illusion. Everything is illusion. Even your body, like Arpita has said that I was feeling shivering or cold, Actually, this body is also illusion. But this is unbelievable. You say, hey, how this body can be illusion? I feel the cold. I feel the thirst. I feel the hungry. How this body can be illusion? And this illusion is completely discarded when you die. When we die, then we see our body as illusion, which was reality for a long time, for maybe 80 years, so long you lived, or 90 years, or 100 years, or 120 years, or maybe 30 years. At the time of death, you see this body as illusion. But before that, this body is real. As real as you see yourself in the dream. Everything in dream is real for the dreamer. But for the people who are waking, that is unreal. But for the dreamer, that is sheer real. As real as this body is. When you touch, when you hold, you feel, hey, this is solid. And Buddha gave a theory that is called pratitya samutpa, dependent origination. Means the feeling also comes because of contact. If you don't contact, you don't feel. If you're too much concerned with the cold, you will feel cold. If you're too much concerned with anything, you will feel that. That will make you feel that. And if you just ignore that, you're out of that. It's called Pratipaksha Bhavanam in meditation, in yoga. Pratipaksha Bhavana. Patanjali has also mentioned this, means you just bring the opponent of that. If you feel cold, visualize heat, too much heat in your body. It's also practiced in Yoga Nidra. In Yoga Nidra, you practice opposite sensations. Arpita, you remember that? Arpita, do you remember that? In Yoga Nidra, we ask to visualize the feeling of heat, feeling of cold. And our teacher, Acharya Harish, is also a hypnotherapist. He knows hypnosis. He has been trained into hypnosis. So he knows that in hypnosis, when you're hypnotized, then even a piece of ice is put on your palm, and it is said that this is a piece of fire. Then you feel that heat, and that also burns your palm. Means that, piece of ice becomes the piece of fire. What is that? Is the power of mind. Power of mind. Mind creates reality. This is what is yoga philosophy. Yoga philosophy, what Patanjali says, is very limited. It's very 0.001% of yoga philosophy. Patanjali's yoga philosophy is 0.001% of yoga philosophy. When we go more deeper into that, when you become more advanced into yoga philosophy, yoga science, I would say, then you know that everything is mind created. Mind is the ultimate reality. Mind creates reality. So mind creates this is. So whenever mind comes in contact with body, then you feel body. And you are away from body, then you don't feel body. Right? Like in deep sleep, you are away from the body. And even a snake moves on your body, you don't feel that because your mind is not there. Your mind is elsewhere. What I mean is, mind creates reality. So this body is also dream body. And you realize when you wake up in the truth, when you die, you leave this body, you find that is another. And at this moment, you die, in another moment, you get a new body. This is truth. It don't take long to be born. If you have not realized nirvana, then you will be reborn. Immediately you get new body. That becomes a new reality for you. In the past, you have changed so many bodies. You don't forget, you don't remember, you have forgotten all of the body. So also this body, if you disconnect yourself from this body, then you don't feel so much pain, so much thirst, so much, this is what is called Vedanam. Kaya Vedanam, na Chittan. Means you have Vedana, you have sensation in the body, not in the mind. So you surpass the biology, you surpass the anatomy and physiology. Means signal goes to the brain, but you are not in the brain. This is brain which perceives the cold and these things, right? Because you are in the brain. They are different things, so easily you know. And today was enough for the session. Just move on, practice mindfulness. And you will see that simple practice mindfulness. Mindfulness in everything. There are 7 types of mindfulness practices. And in 7 types also, there are different types of mindfulness. Different types. From outside, you see only one body, right? But from inside, you have 5 bodies. And from this body, you have trillions of bodies. Every cell is a body, actually. Every cell is a body. Every cell has consciousness. So, consciousness, multi-consciousness becomes one consciousness. Multi-consciousness and individual consciousness becomes one cosmic consciousness. Everything is, like illusion in illusion, illusion in illusion, illusion in illusions. When you wake up into the reality, you see that the one who sees that light is coming in meditation, or this is coming in meditation, even the gods also, the angels also, they all are illusions in highest reality. All are illusions. Therefore, you go beyond all the realms, beyond all the heavens, beyond all the lokas, 31 lokas. Then only you enter into liberation, ultimate liberation. What yoga talks about, Kaivalyam, Vedanta talks about moksha, and Buddha talks about nirvana, and different sects, different religions, different philosophies talk about different things, but that is the same thing. Okay. Thank you for joining again. Happy New Year. Namaste.
Opinion. Namaste. Namaste. Guruji.